hoovered on Valentine's Day? Did he reach out? Did he try to contact you? Did he try to interact with you? Did he try to just figure out how he can actually get back into your life? Majority of times, a toxic guy is going to try to get back into your life around a holiday, around an event, around something that you'd seem like the ridiculous person to say no. You'd seem like a ridiculous person to push him away. Did this happen? Maybe you've been in a place where you've tried to go no contact. You've tried to be away from this guy for a period of time. And the longest you've been able to make it has been 4 days, 4 weeks, whatever it might be. And then you're going through a holiday. You're going through a time of just remembrance, idea, thought, something that comes up for you, and he reaches out. How many of you have had this happen? Narcissists will find holidays to hoover on. Now, what do I mean by hoover? Hoover, like the vacuum, is this idea of where it's going to suck you back in. It's going to be something that slowly pulls you back into the relationship in a way that makes you feel like you can't do anything different, that this is the only thing that can actually happen, that no matter what you do, you can't live without him, and he's going to suck you back into the relationship. It could be done multiple different ways. He could sit back and just wait for you to show back up, for you to come back into his life. He could have this piece where he reaches out to you. Maybe he starts saying and telling you all the different things that he's done, that he's changed, and how he's different now. It could simply just be where he's stalking you on social media, or he's sending you messages, or he's blowing up your phone, or he's calling from different numbers. You're going to find millions of different ways that a narcissist is going to try to hoover you during this time. But you have to remember that the majority of times it's fake. Why? Because he knows that inside of a holiday, a special event, some time that's happening, he knows that all he has to do is get you to respond. That's it. You don't have to actually answer him, get back together, or anything like that, but he just has to have a line of communication open, a way to be able to interact back with you, a way to be able to connect with you to try to be able to suck you back in. So I want you all to consider this today inside of this piece of, did he hoover you? Did he try to pull you back in? There's a piece that you struggle with, where you try to be able to have some space, you try to be able to step away, you try to be able to get some type of space, and no matter what you do, he keeps sucking you back in. Narcissists are going to continue to try to do this over and over and over, putting doubt in your mind, making you wonder, making you fear, making you think, I can't do this, I can't figure this out. And oftentimes it'll leave you stuck. I was talking to a client earlier today where one of the things that she struggled with was constantly just going back to him over and over and over again. She doesn't know how to stop. The thing I had to describe for her is help her understand, first off, she's struggling with a trauma bond, an actual addictive pattern of subconscious programming that continues to pull her back to the toxic guy over and over and over until the thoughts are changed, until the mindset is switched, until it's reframed, until the story is worked on, until all these things are worked on to be able to be fixed. She's going to continue to go back. And so she started working with us today simply because she understood that we have a system and a process to be able to eradicate the trauma bond, that addictive pull that keeps you sucked back to the narcissist over and over and over, the piece that doesn't let you move on, that doesn't let you actually leave, that doesn't let you get him out of your mind because he's living rent-free in your head, the rumination that doesn't let you go. And you continue to have this piece happen over and over and over, wondering, how will I ever get free? And not knowing that there's a system, that there's a step, that there's a process to actually be free. You don't have to stay stuck inside of a toxic relationship mentally, emotionally. You don't have to be trapped. The majority of times people stay stuck because they're trauma bonded. They're stuck. They're addicted to this guy. And you're not sure how do you actually pick up the pieces, build yourself back up again, and become the person that you're called to be. Inside of this is what I do. I work on breaking trauma bonds, helping you actually see that there's a system, a process, a path, a plan for you to actually walk step by step into breaking the trauma bond, eradicating the triggers, dealing with the emotions, processing it, working through it so it no longer has a hold on you. So he can't suck you back in. He can't hoover you back into the relationship. He can't keep you stuck long term. Instead, you actually learn how to be able to set yourself up for success long term because you find that you no longer am thinking about him. You no longer are stuck ruminating about him, wondering about the relationship, and you're finally able to move forward. If you want to actually break the trauma bond and actually move forward in your healing process, reach out. Drop a comment down below that says the word breakthrough, and I'll send you a link just to hear some of my stories, my wife's story, about everything that's happened and transpired, but also the path that we bring people down so that you can actually be free permanently. from the guy that you're stuck with. Don't stay lost in the confusion. Don't stay lost in the fog. As you go through Valentine's Day and you get confused and you start to wonder, am I with a narcissist? What's actually happening? Is it me? Is this my fault? Reach out. Because the whole point is just to keep you in confusion. If he can keep you confused, he can keep you trapped. If he can keep you trapped, you stay stuck forever. That's all for tonight. Just wanted to say, if you're stuck in a trauma bond or you feel like you're getting hoovered or you're getting sucked back into a relationship that you know is toxic, reach out for help. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. We'll see y'all next time.